Cry me a river. She's just exactly everything that we can't stand.
Rachel Zegler's role in Disney's Snow White remake sparked major backlash. From bold comments about the original film to fiery political takes, she lit a fire online. Now Megyn Kelly is calling her out hard. What went wrong, and is Zegler's career already slipping away before the movie even drops? Let's talk about how a Disney princess sparked major drama. The new live-action Snow White movie hasn't even hit theaters yet, but it's already surrounded by controversy. At the center of it all, actress Rachel Zegler and former Fox News host Megyn Kelly is not holding back. Rachel Zegler was cast as Snow White and many fans had mixed feelings. But things got worse when Rachel started sharing her thoughts on the original 1937 Snow White film. In one interview, she said, "It's no longer 1937. She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love."
I just mean that it's no longer 1937, and we absolutely wrote a Snow White that is
not going to be saved by the prince.
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be, and the leader that her late father told her that she could be if she was fearless, fair, brave, and true. And so it's just a really incredible story for, I think, young people everywhere.
She added that her version of Snow White is a leader who doesn't need anyone to rescue her. That upset a lot of people. Some fans felt like she was attacking a childhood classic. Others thought she sounded ungrateful for such a big role. Then came another viral moment. Rachel, wearing the Snow White dress, said, "Every hour I'm in that dress, 18 hours a day. I deserve to be paid for every single one."
Say, if I'm going to stand there 18 hours in a dress of an iconic Disney princess, I deserve to be paid for every hour that it is streamed online.
That rubbed people the wrong way. Many thought she came off as spoiled or out of touch. That's when Megyn Kelly jumped in. Megyn slammed Rachel during her podcast. She said every time she speaks, she gets less likable.
Oh, really? Are you having trouble paying your bills, Rachel? Did Steven Spielberg not pay you for your role in West Side Story? Did Disney fail to give you a healthy paycheck for, cry me a river. She's just exactly everything that we can't stand.
She mocked Rachel's complaints and asked sarcastically, "Are you having trouble paying your bills, Rachel? Did Steven Spielberg not pay you for West Side Story? Did Disney not give you a healthy paycheck? Cry me a river." Megyn didn't stop there. She called Rachel exactly everything we can't stand and told Disney they should have fired her. According to Megyn, if another actress like Gina Carano got canceled for her opinions, Rachel should be held to the same standard. So now the Snow White movie is in trouble. Fans are split, critics are watching, and the internet is debating whether Rachel ruined a classic or if she's just trying to make it more modern. Either way, the fairy tale is no longer simple, and Megyn Kelly made sure we all knew it.
I mean, the original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her.
Yeah.
Weird.
Super weird.
So we didn't do that this time.
First, let's talk about her take on the original 1937 Snow White. Rachel made it clear she's not a fan of the old version. In an interview, she made it clear that her Snow White wouldn't be waiting around for a prince to rescue her. Instead, this version would be about leadership and independence. Instead, Rachel said her Snow White would be a leader. She didn't stop there. She even called the prince a guy who literally stalks her and added weird, weird, weird. Fans were shocked. Some felt she was disrespecting a classic. Others said she was trying too hard to sound woke. Many wondered why she even took the role if she disliked the original so much. But the drama didn't stop with Snow White. After the 2024 US election, Rachel posted something on Instagram that really lit a fire. She wrote, "May Trump supporters and Trump voters and Trump himself never know peace." And then she added, "F Donald Trump." Yeah, she said that, and people were not happy. The backlash came fast. People accused her of spreading hate and dividing fans. Some even called for Disney to fire her. After all the heat, Rachel apologized. She said, "I let my emotions get the best of me," and admitted the post was wrong. But the damage was done. Her words gave critics, including Megyn Kelly, even more fuel. Megyn said, "Zegler keeps getting less likable," and slammed her for being ungrateful and out of touch. Now, Rachel is stuck in the middle of a media storm. Her opinions about fairy tales and politics have fans divided. Some support her boldness, others think she's ruined the magic of Snow White. Either way, people can't stop talking, and in Hollywood, that's not always a good thing.
There's certainly not going to be a prince rescuing me, I can tell you that. And then even Disney got on its heels and they're like, we're going to reshoot the movie immediately. Like, we're going to make some changes. Because there was so much backlash to her arrogance and just inanity.
Megyn Kelly did not stay quiet after Rachel Zegler's comments went viral. She jumped right in and called out both Rachel and Disney hard. On her podcast, Megyn talked about Rachel's post where she wished Donald Trump and his supporters would never know peace. Megyn was shocked by that. She said the post was hateful and way out of line. But what made her even more upset was how Disney handled it, or really didn't handle it.
Oh, man.
Hello, Disney. You're going to have to redo your film again because this woman is a pig and you fired Gina Carano for far less than this nonsense.
Megyn said it was a clear double standard. She brought up Gina Carano, the actress from The Mandalorian, who got fired by Disney in 2021. Gina was let go after she posted some political opinions on social media. According to Megyn, Gina's posts were way less harsh than Rachel's. But Gina got fired and Rachel still has a job. Megyn asked the big question, why is it okay for Rachel to say something so extreme and still play a Disney princess? And she said if Gina was fired, Rachel should be too. This is not fair, Megyn said. You fired Gina for much less.
Every time she speaks, she gets less likable. There's some clip of her on the internet in her Snow White outfit saying, every hour I am in the outfit of Snow White wearing the dress. All 18 hours, I deserve to be paid for every single one.
And she didn't stop there. Megyn also blasted Rachel for disrespecting the original Snow White. She didn't like how Rachel called the prince a stalker and said the story needed to be more modern. Megyn said Rachel comes off as spoiled and ungrateful. Every time she speaks, she gets less likable. She mocked Rachel for complaining about wearing the Snow White costume for long hours. Oh, really? Are you having trouble paying your bills, Rachel? She also questioned why Disney would let someone who clearly doesn't respect the original story play such an iconic role. To Megyn, this was just another example of Disney going in the wrong direction, choosing woke ideas over values that families actually want to see. Fans were divided. Some agreed with Megyn and said Rachel should be replaced. Others felt Megyn was being too harsh. But one thing's for sure, Megyn Kelly made a big statement, and now all eyes are on Disney to see what they'll do next.
To everyone who hates when I win, the winged victory came to the Louvre in pieces, and people still line up to see her. And I can only hope that despite my flaws, and despite my cracks and my breaks, and there are many of them, that at every premiere and everything I do, people will wait in line to see.
The live-action Snow White movie didn't just face online drama, it struggled behind the scenes too. From casting changes to fan backlash, this film hit problem after problem. It's one of the biggest issues. Disney's decision to ditch the classic seven dwarfs, instead they added a mix of magical creatures of different races, heights, and backgrounds. That idea didn't sit well with many fans. Some actors with dwarfism even called it unfair, saying it took roles away from them. Disney had to do damage control fast. Reports said they even did reshoots and used CGI to bring back some dwarf-like characters. It was messy and expensive. While all of this was going on, Megyn Kelly was watching closely. She called Disney out again, saying this was just another example of them trying to write classics in a way no one asked for. She mocked the decision to replace the dwarfs and said they just can't stop trying to be woke, and now they're paying the price. And pay the price they did. The movie cost around $270 million, 0 cents to make. But in theaters, it flopped. It only earned $70 million, 0 cents in the US, and $146 million, 0 cents worldwide. That's way below what Disney needed to break even. Because of that loss, Disney hit pause on other projects. One big one, the live-action remake of Tangled, yep, the Rapunzel story. That movie was already in the early stages with a director and writer lined up, but after Snow White flopped, Disney put it on hold. They didn't want to risk another failure. Now fans and critics are asking, is Disney's remake trend finally wearing out? Megyn Kelly thinks so. She said, fans want magic, not lectures. When you mess with the heart of a story, she warned, you lose the audience. Rachel Zegler's comments and actions during the Snow White remake have sparked strong reactions, and they might affect her future career. Zegler didn't hold back when talking about the original Snow White. She criticized it for being outdated, saying Snow White wouldn't be saved by the prince. She wanted to give the character more power and leadership. Some fans appreciated the modern twist, but many felt she was disrespecting a beloved classic. Her comments didn't stop with the movie. Zegler's political activism has also turned heads. After the 2024 US election, she shared strong anti-Trump opinions, even wishing that Trump and his supporters would never know peace. She later apologized, but the damage was done. Her outspoken views have divided the public. Some love her for standing up for what she believes in, while others think it makes her hard to connect with. This mix of her views and her role in Snow White has led to questions about how an actor's personal life affects their career. Zegler's comments have made her a polarizing figure. In some ways, she's gained fans who appreciate her activism, but she could also lose opportunities with people who don't agree with her. People weren't happy with her. One wrote, I pray Rachel never gets a movie role, TV role, or voice role ever again. Another one wrote saying, Megyn Kelly is the bomb. She always calls out bullshit when she sees it. The Snow White remake's struggles also reflect a larger issue in Hollywood, the balance between modernizing classic stories and keeping what people loved about them. Disney's attempts to update Snow White didn't work for everyone, and the film's poor box office performance is a wake-up call for the industry. What do you think? Was Rachel Zegler bold and brave, or completely out of line? Should Disney stick to the classics or keep rewriting the rules? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more pop culture showdowns.